go. I mean, not that you need to see much else of me, just I don't like the idea of my fat face being the only thing you can see. I want for people to be like, oh, at least he does have a neck.
Yeah, neck.
Okay, so this is like the almost like the trial version of trying to do Tom plays the PlayStation 4.
Tom plays the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
What are we playing today, Tom?
We're playing Batman Telltale series. I like the Telltale games because I feel like they're often like, do you want to kill a child or do you want to kill a puppy?
Yeah.
And they're like, come on.
I've played The Wolf Among Us.
Yeah. Oh, this is AJ Hill, who is...
Hello everybody.
Do you have anything that you wish to plug at the top of the show? That's the cat.
That's the cat, Ozzy. I like to plug Ozzy. He was a very fine feline. He was just sitting on my lap. I do webcomics. I do a thing called Crimes Against Hilarity, which you can find on Facebook and Instagram and the Twitters.
So see that there's a proper connection here. This is a thing with comics in it.
Yeah.
I got someone in who likes comics and does comics.
Yeah. I have done a few comics of Batman as well.
So there you go.
Silly.
So when this goes out, what you should do is go on my YouTube and then go in the comments and be like, here's the Batman links.
Here's the Batman links, yes.
Here we go. Right.
But yes, I do like the Telltale series anyway. Well, I should say, The Walking Dead. Have you played The Walking Dead, Tom?
I have played The Walking Dead.
What did you think of The Walking Dead?
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I thought... for anyone who's not seen it, it ends with like this real insane man who's got something in a bag. I don't want to give away too much.
No, you don't want to give away anything, but yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah, we're going to play... Tell you what, he's got like a lot of lines on his forehead, doesn't he, Bruce Wayne?
Yeah, well, he's meant to be in his 40s in most iterations of the character.
Is it? Oh, well... I mean, I couldn't imagine myself doing all this sort of stuff at 40. I can't do it at 30.
No.
I've gone for classic mode because I'm not a wanker.
I don't know what shadow mode is, to be honest.
It's like this, but like grayscale.
Oh, right.
Okay, right. It looks like Batman's going to have a bit of Catwoman there.
A bit of Catwoman.
Okay.
Is this the insane man with the bag again? He's got bits of Catwoman.
Well, in there.
Why not?
Because that's the thing, right? Batman doesn't have no superpowers. I don't have no superpowers. So I feel like it is like I could be Batman.
You could be Batman. You could be Batman.
I could be Batman. That's the thing about Batman. Anyone can be Batman.
Anyone, except we've just discussed how neither of us are fit enough to do half the things that he does.
I suppose. Yeah, but he becomes Batman over time, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. He spends about 10 years training to be Batman. So
he does, yeah.
We could spend 10 years.
I might turn the volume on the telly down slightly.
That might be a good idea.
There it is.
So does Batman have any sidekicks?
Of course he does. Robin, well known.
Which Robin is it?
The Boy Wonder.
The boy.
This game series adapts the choices. Oh, what's going on here?
Oh dear.
It's still going. So I think we're fine.
Yeah, I think we're fine as well. So just modern era Gotham City.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it doesn't look like anyone's being like, you know, when you look back at the 90s and you go, oh, that was a bit racist. Don't feel like that's happening, does it? Right. That man there, he was actually quite important to the plot, and now he's dead.
It's a bit of a shame, isn't it?
It is a shame. It's a big, big shame. Right. Right, you're the comic book fan.
Yeah.
So these, whose henchmen are these?
I'm not sure.
I've got you on board.
Yeah, I thought
We'll be out of here before anyone can stop us.
Well, they look nothing
but I
like
know that they're
owls.
re-electing Mayor Hill, which I'm called Hill, so obviously I'm the next mayor of Gotham.
The Ivy was more as like, I'm Batman and you're like Alfred.
Okay. I could do Butler in.
For anyone interested, I went to the real life Wayne Manor.
Where is it?
It's in Nottingham. I like Jim Gordon's moustache.
One of the few people who can pull one off.
It's true. It's basically him and Richard Pryor, and then no one else.
Get back!
How old's Jim Gordon meant to be then?
He flits around, but he's generally meant to be in his 50s.
They're on the 52nd floor.
50s to
I'm going
70.
in.
Hey, wait!
So I'd have
Wait,
him
come
at
back.
about 55
Don't
there.
need it.
Take the stairs.
I heard stories, you know. Sent 3 home in an ambulance.
Now that's balls, is that the
Rest
police
in
downstairs?
body bags.
No wonder the cops want him dead.
Hey, you ever seen him?
Yeah, Gotham
Oh,
Zoo.
Harvey Dent.
All the other
that
flying.
With both sides of
Yeah,
his
but-
face, there's pre-scar and pre-acid attack.
I mean, arguably, he's always got both sides of his face.
Arguably, yeah.
Right. That's the first thing it's going to make me do, press X.
Yeah.
That's very anticlimactic for me being the Batman.
You scared of heights?
I feel like they must have... I'm not afraid of heights. Like, the workmanship in Gotham must be like really high for him to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Like, I can think of loads of places in the UK that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, just...
Oh, was it a flashback?
Bruce,
Yeah.
you can't keep doing this.
See, that's you.
No one
The
else
old
will.
celibate man.
Every drop of blood, everything you've sacrificed. The city is safe enough.
And that's
Make
me.
you a target.
Except instead of
And people will
those,
keep you in the
oh, what's the
crosshairs
issues? I can handle
till
it.
you're
That's the
shot out of
point.
the sky.
They need something to fear. They need something to fear.
In this city.
That's
They
because I'm going to
need
play this
something to
because I'm essentially Batman. I'm going to play this like this is
So he's beaten up, basically.
The hell he go?
So got a 45-year-old
Whatever
Batman
got in,
who's scarred.
don't let it get out.
yeah. So basically me then. Except instead of the scars being on my body, they're in my head.
Soul,
Yeah. I'm like, I sometimes feel like, have you ever seen Harry Potter?
Mm-hmm.
You know that scene where Voldemort's like in the train station?
Needs to do something.
Oh,
What was that?
well that was... Like, how shit are these bad guys that
I know they've got submachine guns.
Well, that doesn't mean anything, that just means that they live in certain states of America.
Shoot.
Oh right, I've got to do that. I feel like there's some comic book nerds that are going, yeah, you see, the thing is that we're making parallels to Achilles with that being hit in the ankle.
Back to back, circle up!
What, of them or me?
Then
That
back.
just means that there's,
What the hell
like,
is this?
I've got to go less places now.
Well, would you do crime if you were a criminal? If you were living in Gotham, would you be a criminal? That with you know, Batman out there in the wild.
I mean, arguably Batman is a criminal, and if I am Batman, then yes, I would be.
Good point.
Thank you, I always make good points.
How do you not kill people with batarangs though? They're pretty sharp objects in front of face and stuff.
Yeah, but he's just not bothered, is he?
I know you're trying to create a myth,
That's a bit like Die Hard,
but
isn't
be
it?
careful you
Yep.
don't turn into a monster.
Sometimes you need a monster.
Come on! Come on!
I feel like Alfred's being a bit fucking holier than thou, innit?
Yeah, Alfred is though. Alfred's the only person who's going to take way Batman down the size.
Is he? Is he though?
Yeah.
I'd argue Catwoman. By sleeping with him. She could be like, stop being Batman and I'll do that thing that you like with your prostate. This, do you know what, right? I was surprised this is actually much harder to do whilst speaking than I anticipated it would be. Plus I've got this blinding light in my eye as well.
I think the poor man's got death feels.
I'm not sure. I'm assuming.
He's got like two lights in his eyes because there's Batman's got shiny. Why would you? If you're trying to be stealth, why would you have shiny eyes?
Well, he just kind of does his own thing.
Didn't your
Oh,
mother
there
teach
she
you
is. There she is. Sexy Catwoman.
Behind
I knew
you,
she'd
boy.
be. She'd be in this. Now I knew. Now I knew.
Payday.
Wow. First of all,
Partly, but also for the sole picture. And I don't want to brag on nothing, but I can generally.
you're a detective.
Yeah, I am. I'm like a detective. If I see a picture of Catwoman in a teaser trailer for something, there's something about my brain that goes, I think Catwoman's going to be in this. Now, some people say I'm like a genius.
What do you think about that suit then? What do you think about the ears? The ear, like, obviously,
That would be intimidating. You're succeeding.
I think
Criminals
that
are
those
becoming afraid of you.
earmuffs must be like
So are the
really,
police.
It's a scare tactic, Al.
like,
Just a performance.
you know when you go on a plane and you're always feeling like you've got to like pop your ears.
Yeah.
I imagine it's a bit like that.
They don't look very conducive to hearing though.
Yeah,
Padding around your ears.
he must be like
Without a
muffled
scratch.
at all times.
So
I don't know how he's not going. What?
That doesn't belong to you.
Maybe
I was
that's what that's
wondering
for.
what it
So she can
You
actually
broke the
hear him.
law. Here I am.
Cut the shit. The law. Don't tell me that's why you do all this. Squeeze into a suit, tie
Right.
on a cape.
Do I do it for
Most
the
people
thrill?
dressed up like that are...
Say
No one
he
else
needs
can do the job.
No, I do it for the. I do it for the
I'll
thrill.
show you a thrill.
Because he's
Gotta
wanting to,
admit,
you know, do a bit of
You give a
flirty
good
flirt.
chase.
Oh, yeah.
One day you
Flirty,
might
yeah.
actually
He's got to
catch
appear
him.
sexy, hasn't he? Because you got to bear in mind, right?
Don't
She's
you
a
know how to
cat
corner
and he's a
wild
bat.
animal?
They're
It's
traditional
dangerous.
lovers. Cats and
Let's
bats.
put you
No,
in a
like
cage.
he's of the rodent variety
Bring
and she's
it
of the
back.
feline variety.
Yeah. You imagine the
Wait.
opposite of how it's like.
Well, it would be a human, the offspring. But what I'm saying is, like in terms of like she's like a predator for him.
Okay.
So he's got to kind of play it a bit kind of coy in order for her to pounce on him. If you catch my drift, she's using a whip.
Bounced on you.
She's using a whip, but like, how else is he meant to read that? Like, she doesn't need to use a whip, does she?
Well, he is Batman, so you need to use everything at your disposable to try and escape her.
But again, why do you need a whip? Like, she could have had a gun, she could have had... But no, she's using a whip because she's a bit kinky. I mean, what is his costume made out of?
It depends on what material it is. Sometimes it's just leather, sometimes it's Kevlar.
Like,
And this is Kevlar, it looks a bit more Kevlar,
It's
but
over.
later iterations
I wouldn't be so
it's more
sure.
padded.
like I would guess that it's like probably made out of the same.
I mean, that's 1989 Batman.
Well, and I think Catwoman turned up in that, didn't she?
Yeah, well, there's the cat. You just had a cat show up on your lap there. You obviously detective.
Yeah, that's very true.
Wait! Do not shoot!
I can't believe, like, why is anyone trying to shoot Batman at this point? Like, surely.
But it looks pretty early on in his career, so therefore, like, this is usually quite against him.
Well, what was he doing for the previous 40 years?
Well, this is a flashback, isn't it, again, Tom? So this
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought this was just like earlier on in the night.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, like I assumed that this was just kind of earlier on this evening. Hence, like,
Why
him
go
getting
to
the
all
glass
that
out of him and
trouble
stuff.
for this?
Shit.
Yeah, this is definitely earlier on in the
Myth
day.
can't be killed. You, however, are flesh and blood.
Oh, cheers, Alfred. Always fucking dragging him down.
Damn it! I said don't shoot!
No! Wait!
I like how even this Batman's got the Christine Bale voice.
It's not the, that's not the Christian.
Where are they?
This is more Ben Affleck's voice. Ben Affleck started to use his voice synthesizer type machine.
Yeah, well, that's basically all Christine Bale did, didn't it?
Christian Bale just
Here we go.
sounded like somebody with bronchitis. Like, I spoke to my cigarettes.
So, do you think that this is meant to be Ben Affleck Batman.
Yeah.
Because I think this came out in 2012, I want to say.
2016.
Is it 2016 that this came out?
Check.
Yeah, that'd be useful.
What's it called again? Batman Shadow Times.
It's just called Batman. See that? He just saved Catwoman's life. If he does not get at least a second
about
date,
you catching me.
then he's
Not
doing
sure
something
if it's
wrong
for
in
my
it.
sake.
Right, talk or I'll drop you. Don't struggle, you'll
Yeah,
fall.
it was
You
August
can't.
2006.
He'll go, don't struggle, you'll
struggle,
fall.
you'll fall.
Again,
Yeah, but
he's-
that's what you
and again, I'm
crave.
trying to kind of flirt away.
I know men like you.
Because if I was Batman,
Yes.
right, I'd definitely be kinky. That's because she knows he likes it.
Like what does he like, Tom?
He likes being scratched in the face by women dressed as cats. That's his kink.
I mean, I'm pretty shocked that even with a bullet wound, he's
Step out of the shadows and be Bruce Wayne tonight.
This was the thing that interested me about this game. That you also play as Bruce Wayne.
Legacy.
Oh yeah.
So we're about to see what Bruce Wayne's up to. See?
Time to save the city.
Who do you think probably does more? Do you think it's Bruce Wayne or do you think it's Batman?
Well, Batman usually operates between midnight and 4, so.
I didn't mean in terms of man hours. Like, do you think, like, surely Alfred should just say to
Well, 4-hour
Bruce-
shifts are pretty, like, to be honest, Batman's a bit of a slacker, man. 4 hours a night, it's not that long, is
Yeah,
it?
like whenever
Thank
I've had a
you.
4-hour
Thank
shift,
you,
I've
everyone.
always been like,
A
oh
humble
right,
district attorney like
near enough
myself
done
is
now.
not used to such a ringing endorsement. Even one who cut Gotham's crime rate
Alright,
in
that's
half.
Harvey Dent. He's gonna.
For too long, this
He's
city
gonna go
has
bad, isn't he?
burned with corruption and greed
He is,
under
yeah.
Mayor Hill's authority. But I promise
Mayor
you,
Hill,
a vote
that's
for
you.
Harvey Dent is a vote to finally put your foot down. And together, we can stamp out the fire and save our great
He had
city.
crazy eyes even back then, though, didn't he?
What do you have to say to that, Mayor Hill?
If only Mr. Wayne,
Stamp out corruption,
my campaign's
yeah.
largest backer, could have heard
Stamp
that
it
applause, he would... Well,
He would
there
argue
is.
that you've not.
Fashionable and
He would
fashionably
argue that
late
you've
as
allowed
always.
for a situation in which if he
Say
was
hi,
ever to
Bruce.
hypothetically get acid dropped on half of his face, he could then go in a
You got to
crime.
respond to
Oh,
Harvey.
what am I doing? What am I doing? And,
Welcome to Wayne Manor.
Welcome to Wayne Manor.
everyone.
That was
My apologies
that was
for the late
stressful.
arrival.
He nearly said
not
something.
to
Do you
worry,
imagine
Mr.
that?
Wayne.
You've got someone
We've
throwing
all
you a
made
benefit
ourselves
and he
very
said, introduce you and you just stare at him silently.
Thank you again, everyone, for your unwavering support.
Oh, let's see if we can make it as awkward as
That
possible.
would be awkward.
Together.
We're going to do
We
that.
will
I think
change
that,
Gotham.
that's the like route that we're going to go down now. I'm going to make things as awkward as possible in all these
Mr.
situations.
Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us.
Thank you for opening
I
your
know
house to
this
us.
is the biggest mansion in Gotham, but I don't think you got lost on your way here.
Where were you?
I know
Where
you
was
prefer
I?
the brooding billionaire angle. So the sooner we make nice with the
I'm
donors,
gonna
the sooner
Working
we
the
can
night
get
shift.
No, I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to be quiet.
That doesn't look suspicious at all.
You came here tonight to see
Yeah,
me.
we're going to make this as awkward as possible
See,
now.
Bruce Wayne, am I right?
And I can see him just fine from here.
This shouldn't be painful. It's not a kidney stone. It's only a little FaceTime with potential donors.
FaceTime.
Your face is a book with a mouth that's
Harvey
saying,
Two-Face.
"Support Harvey Dent."
Well done,
Grease,
Harvey.
they're the wheels.
Finish the
They're
drink.
rolling in enough cash and votes to help make Gotham a place for families again.
I'm going to be quiet
Just
again.
No, just finish the
put on your
drink.
billionaire
Next.
smile.
Right, we'll finish the
Don't
drink. I'm going to
punch
turn it up again slightly.
Ah, a little
Finish
liquid
drinking.
courage before facing your adoring public.
Let's go. And Batman.
This'll help you too, Bruce. Once I've turned this city around as mayor, you'll be a hero for funding my campaign. Now all I need is a decent slogan. I'm terrible at those. It always
A
makes me sound like a
decent
used car
slogan.
salesman.
A new face for Gotham,
Which,
come
for the
on.
record, I have not been since before law school.
No.
No ideas? It's all right. I guess I'll just stick with elect Harvey Dent. Oh,
Again,
God,
this
it's so
is,
boring.
to be fair, this is basically
Bruce,
if I
repeat
was
what
Batman.
said. Together,
Be
you
quiet
and
the
me,
whole time.
we change
No, I'd
Gotham.
just be
A city free
awkward.
from crime.
Well, that's good. I like the fact that now you're just
That's what
focusing
I
on
want
your
too,
eye.
Harvey, but you know how rough it is out there. We have to shake things up to make that happen.
Well, we can start with a
Anyway,
few
he
hands.
looks pretty hench, doesn't he?
Come on.
Harvey
You
Dent.
are, yeah.
He looks massive. So yeah, when did this come out?
2016.
2016. Who was Batman then?
Mr. Wayne, I'd like to introduce you to
Ben
Bob and
Affleck.
Regina
Batman, wasn't it?
Zellerbach. Of course I know these two.
It was Ben
Hello,
Affleck.
Bruce.
So do you feel like that's
Regina
what
here
they're
is
trying
the
to go for
chairwoman
it?
of Wayne Enterprises and her
Well,
husband.
with the voice
From Mayor Hill last
I am Batman.
I'll admit it, Mr.
Maybe said you.
Wayne. I don't know
That was
Mr. Dent from a
dreadful.
pothole
I am
on Main Street,
Batman.
but I trust your
It's like one of
family.
those guys that's had his like
You believe in Dent?
vocal cords
Do,
removed.
We
do,
believe
I,
in you.
do I believe in Dan?
After all, whoever you support is a reflection on you.
And
Tonight
we
is about
trust
Harvey.
someone like you to lead this city
Now
to
I'm going to be quiet again.
greatness. A man of few words is often a man of action. Just like your father. Old families like ours should flock
Just
together.
like your
you know.
father, he was also socially
You're
awkward.
preaching, dear.
No, it's true. The Waynes and Zellerbachs are reminders of the golden age of Gotham.
This city's luster
Silverbox,
faded
eh?
years ago,
Isn't-
Mr.
isn't-
Dent.
didn't
Look
their
at
daughter do
Gotham
the thing
now.
with the Court of Owls?
Murder in the streets, corruption in
Oh,
City
well, I
Hall.
don't know. Is that a
Cape
thing?
Bat
Yeah, Court of
Freak
Owls,
dealing out
What
vigilante
is the Court
justice
of
like
Owls?
it's the
Do they
wild
just like-
goddamn
They're a
west.
secret organisation of the rich.
Regarding
they
the
not like
golden
mice?
age, seems you're
No, they
getting
don't. They
cranky
don't like
in
bats
yours.
either, so...
There's always
Oh.
hope.
Forgive me
There's
for being
always
blunt,
hope.
but
That's
one
annoying.
man
Get down
can't
on.
save this city.
A cat.
And it's a dangerous
Catwoman.
mentality
Yeah,
to
there you
think
go.
so.
Attack him.
That's how you get creeps like this Batman, or whatever it's called.
Quiet.
You disagree, right, Bruce? I know that look. He disagrees. And don't worry, though. I am not doing this alone.
It's like Harvey
Bruce's
was
help.
really having
We're
trouble.
replacing the
I'm
dangerously
really making it
unsecure
Harvey
Arkham
work.
You're like,
a state-of-the-art
Billy that
mental health
back on the back
facility
too.
to help Gotham's most at-risk
give me lots of
individuals.
money. He's also making
Dedicated
everybody
to
think
Thomas
he's a
and
creep.
Martha Wayne, in the hopes that their
Best
fate
friends.
will never be repeated.
We're gonna make a difference,
After all
honestly.
your parents did for this city,
Oh, that's
to be
brilliant.
killed in
I
a
think we've,
botched robbery
you know, in
some
improv there's a
alley.
thing where it's called
was
the game
terrible.
within the game.
The game within the
And
game.
I've discovered what the game within the
Tragedy
game
like
is.
that, it's such a
Make,
long
what, you
game.
make Bruce Wayne like an
Must have
absolute
been
creep.
crippled.
Making it as awkward
Only
as
that
possible for everyone else.
deranged man had gotten the right treatment. Maybe. Well, I don't like to
Say
think about
that was a
maybes.
long time ago.
And I'm sure you don't either.
It was a tragedy,
Just staring.
and I will fight from City Hall to make sure nothing like that ever happens again. Enjoy
Oh,
the rest of your
Harvey's
evening.
very much took over for me, hasn't
Of course, he's meant to be the spokesman for the whole operation.
Not how I pictured that going.
I
Oh, wasn't it,
picturing another drink. I was
Can you
kind of
imagine
hoping
that
you would
going?
mention my campaign, or at least my name.
Nope. I was not going to say your
No,
name.
I
Bleeding
That's right,
profusely
too.
after being shot. I mean, what's happening?
Oh, well, hello.
Oh, who's this?
Harvey Dent.
This is
Gotham's
probably
next
someone
mayor.
that
Selena Kyle.
He
that'd
wants to
be-
know you.
if I
Vicky
was
Vale.
Vicky
Vale.
Vale.
And reporter
Oh.
for the Gotham Gazette.
This is a private fundraiser, Miss Vale. No reporters allowed.
Well, you don't mind if I stay and ask a few questions, do you, Mr. Wayne?
Well, you can ask me whatever you want at the press
Hey, look,
conference
Kim Basinger.
tomorrow.
I do mind actually.
Actually, I do mind. If you're not on the list, you're not here. Sorry.
We'll talk tomorrow then. Mr. Wayne,
Nope.
you've got
No, we will
something on
not.
your collar.
Bit of
Is
blood.
that blood?
Yep.
Yeah,
It's just wine.
looks like.
Maybe it's lipstick.
actually, it's
Again, he's gonna try flirting.
lipstick.
Well, no wonder you were late. Say no more.
That was a
Excuse
bit
me,
creepy,
Master
wasn't
Bruce,
it?
Yeah.
Another
No blood. It's
guest
lipstick.
has
Pretty
arrived.
sure it's blood.
I'm sure they'll
No
find
wonder you were
out.
late.
may want to greet this one personally, sir.
Oh, this is the mob boss. So a
Carmine
mob boss
Falcone?
turns up.
Is the Dent
How
campaign
do I-
soliciting
how-
votes from
how do you
Gotham's
think I make
biggest
this as
crime
awkward?
family?
Falcone's never been convicted of
Punch me in
anything
the face.
except being a
I
businessman
don't think it
who
can as
loves
Bruce
the
Wayne.
city. Excuse us, Miss Vale.
Do you think that this is the start of Harvey being a bit? Do you think that this is the start of like
And what
Harvey
kind
being
of
evil?
business do you think he's in?
The one that
I don't
controls
know,
enough votes to
maybe.
get me into City Hall.
Do you think he's evil at this point?
This is the
No,
necessary
he
evil
goes
of
to range
politics,
from his
Bruce.
face melted off.
It's in the service of a better Gotham.
Suppose.
For all of us.
I mean, you would be angry, wouldn't you?
At least hear him out before you kick him out. Falcone requested to speak with you directly.
I don't want him here.
I don't want him in my home.
Actually, you don't want him angry. Trust me. Word of warning, Bruce.
Play nice.
Bruce Wayne doesn't know how to play nice.
You know, I've been in
This
the
Bruce
market
Wayne
for a new
definitely
house.
does not know how to play
Decent
nice.
walk-up, sky-high ceilings, plenty of room for my cars. I think I'll take it. Though the decor offends my eyes.
You can't afford it. Come on.
Man, all
You can't
flash,
afford
no
it.
class.
You can't afford it.
Well, you couldn't afford it.
Yeah,
I inherited it. Get out.
Carmine Falcone, thank you for welcoming me into your home.
What are you gonna do? Oh god.
Okay. Oh, what would make this the most
You're a
awkward?
Refuse.
Respectable
You're
man.
just gonna refuse.
Let's refuse. Awkward.
Gentlemen, perhaps we'll all be more comfortable in the parlor. Follow me, if you will.
Gosh, I don't feel like has there been a socially awkward Batman?
You should know,
He wrote
Mr.
past
Falcone,
looks like he's
my
gonna be
analysts say
socially
we're raising
awkward.
triple
I
what Mayor
feel like I
Hill
might
is.
have cornered that market.
You see the advert?
Oh, here we go.
Trailer.
Do I let Harvey in?
Yeah, let Harvey in. He's your mate.
You'll be fine out there, Harvey. I saw plenty of skirts to keep you busy for a few minutes.
I'll talk.
We talk
yeah.
alone. Just you and me.
I'll talk with him
Sorry.
alone.
Yeah, I'll
So
get a
bad.
drink or something.
This is so bad.
Christ.
You're literally pissing
Yeah, well, that's
everybody
just
off.
like Harvey, huh? Wants to make sure the rules are followed.
So yeah, so
in
what's
my
Batman been
experience,
doing?
there's
So he's
the
like
law,
40.
and
What's he
there's
done for like the
doing what's
last?
right. You understand?
Well, it sounds like he's been not
And I'd
pushing up on
rather
his
see
social
Harvey
skills.
actually help this city instead of just saying he will. The man talks too much. Chaps my face with words.
Oh, this Bruce Wayne does not have that same issue.
I ain't here to chinwag about politics, Mr. Wayne. Gives me indigestion. I got enough of that as is.
How do you get indigestion from talking?
So,
well, it's supposed to do
let's
with
talk
that.
relationship.
Like how oily is his diet?
Very, very.
Chalk this for me. Be a pal. I can get Harvey the mayor.
I'm gonna
Or I can
leave it on the table.
pull it out from under him. Whatever happened to being a gracious host? Okay,
Bruce Wayne
imagine
is going to be sleeping
this
with a fish in
is
there.
and these are all my friends.
Imagine the obituary.
The business.
Billionaire playboy
Stocks,
who,
unions, politicians.
who could not organise anything social. Didn't even have a Facebook account.
Harvey gets elected.
That was a good break, that, to be fair.
Great break.
That's why I came here tonight to your lovely
See,
home.
that's why I came here.
Open to me.
Let's to play pool.
Bats.
One who can help Mr. Dent see the light.
You and I aren't friends.
Yeah, you
Your
and I are
business is
friends.
mine. I bet we employ half the city.
Yeah, that's not happening.
And this isn't a deal with the devil. You listen to
Oh,
me,
he
kid.
is.
I know somewhere inside that tuxedo you understand the situation. Money gets money. The risks,
Money
the
gets
alliances,
money.
the hidden costs. Your father knew which hands to shake
Don't you talk about daddy.
and which to break.
Don't talk about my father.
No. That doesn't make it awkward, does it?
Yeah. Let that sink in.
You make him
It's
think
nice
he's
that we
got one over on
understand
you.
each other.
Master Bruce, your guests are leaving. I recommend seeing them out. You wouldn't want to be rude.
Hey, I appreciate
Cheers,
the
Alfred.
hospitality, Mr. Wayne. But I don't think I'll put an offer on the house. A nice guy like you should have a nice place to live. I'll be seeing you, Bruce, while this city's still standing.
So I need to be more firm with him the next time I see him. I'm hoping it gives me like the option to like slap his head or something. That was the introduction. That took ages. That took absolutely ages. I don't have that be the beginning of your game. I can't believe that took as long as it did.
Well, you've literally just shown Bruce Wayne to be an absolute Burke.
Well, he is a dickhead. Like, I don't know why someone's not said to him, do you know what? You could, instead of spending all this money on a back-themed car and a back-themed house and a back-themed, like, costume, like, why don't you just put that in, like, I don't know, sociable charities?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, like, Bruce Wayne could have sorted out all the crime in Gotham just by spending his fortune instead.
Yeah, but exactly.
He wasn't being the mentally ill.
Yeah, he wants. That's basically.
Dressed like a cat, great. I'll smash his skull.
Have you got any issues? Episode 1. I can't believe that wasn't episode 1. How was that not episode 1? Tell you what, his computer was pimping though, doesn't it?
His whole bat cave was amazing.
The Realm of Shadow. Again, but you should have spent that on like charity.
Yeah. Youth clubs.
Youth clubs, yeah. Like rehabilitation programs.
Rehabilitation programs. Although in certain iterations of the character, he does like fund Harvey Dent's rehabilitation and the Joker's rehabilitation too.
And how does that work for them?
Harvey eventually tried to kill himself after he fixed his face.
Okay, right. Well, that doesn't sound like a.
The Joker does kill himself. The Joker does kill himself.
Well, again, these don't sound like they worked. Again, is that just because Bruce Wayne's essentially an idiot?
Well, he is in this iteration, but you've got to understand that in this iteration, Bruce Wayne is you, Thomas.
Look, he's not an idiot because I'm an idiot. I can't be bothered reading any of that.
So what do you think of the game so far?
What do I think of the game so far? Yeah, it's alright, isn't it? Right, what have we got to do?
I should be able to read whatever data is on that stolen drive.
Yeah, it's called the USB, Bruce. Gotham feed. I don't care. I want to get to hitting people.
You meant the back computer should be able to decode the.
Oh right, I bet that's it. But I've got to take that I got from Catwoman.
Off a building for this.
I bet he's hoping that it links to her OnlyFans. Okay, right. So pick that up and presumably I've got to put it in the data port. Why did I need to do that?
Because it's a game and you've got to do certain things in the game.
Yeah, but it could have just brought me in at this point.
Oh, well, why do you have to speak to mobsters?
No, I don't. Like, why is this as part of the game basically making me put in a USB drive?
A USB drive?
When it could have done that itself.
7 bedrooms, 2 kitchens, a library, a gymnasium, a basketball court, and a movie theatre. And yet I always find
Alfred's
you
getting
here,
sassier.
Alfred
in a dark, damp cave.
Who's your favourite Alfred in the film?
In front of a computer.
I like this
I'm
cave.
more at home here than the rest of the house, you know that.
Then we should build an 8th bedroom down here.
Sure, I
Oh,
got the
he's
headlines
so
now.
sassy.
Bruce Wayne, billionaire, entrepreneur.
Surely that'd make your job easier, Alfred, so you
Quite
can...
an eclectic
A
resume.
bit less of that, please.
Did you find out what that Catwoman tried to steal?
In the process.
I'm currently stalking her on Facebook.
Try a different angle.
I've gone onto her Facebook and gone, let's go into photo albums, see if she's got any that are labelled Mallorca 2018. Well, right, what have I got to do here?
That's Mallorca 2018, mate.
No.
This is a map of the east side shoreline. But it could mean any number of things. Money,
Yeah, it could mean any
drugs,
number of...
everything flows through that port.
I don't
Maybe
believe
it's
that
where
this was
Mayor
on that
picks
hard
up his
drive.
dry cleaning.
I believe that on that hard drive was basically some Word documents
Can't make
and maybe a
sense of it yet.
spreadsheet.
So Selena
There's
Kyle
still
poetry.
plenty of
Is that what
files
you're
to
saying?
decrypt.
I just don't think... Well, it wasn't hers, was it? He just got it from her.
I like some milk.
I saved you what I could.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Every day I sit on the doorstep waiting for the milk van.
The same couldn't be
We
said
are
for the
friends.
bar.
My teacher always told me not to write poetry. So.
Sell a bag away.
Yeah,
But you'll be
I
pleased
mean,
to hear
it's
everyone has left.
the classiest of the poetry in it.
Mr. Falcone. I would
Yeah,
have
why
been
do you think
tempted to be far
Alfred
less
has to wear a
polite.
suit?
I'd recommend leaving the fist
Yeah,
fights
but
to
he
your
doesn't have to, does he?
ego. Bloodstains are much harder to remove from a tuxedo.
I played him.
It was a keep your enemies closer situation.
Hopefully not close enough to stab you in the back. For the record, your father
constantly
despised men like Falcone, thought they ruined Gotham's stellar reputation.
Back when it still had one?
It can again, Bruce.
Nah.
Though people like this can't.
What do you think? Do you feel like a city that's become a shithole can get better?
Yeah.
I've seen her before. Hopefully,
Well, there you
she's
go.
just
We've
a
answered that
tourist.
question.
Well, look at what happened to Liverpool in the 80s.
I'll check the codex.
The UK government let it decline, and then it's bounced back because of good people like Scouse Batman.
Wow, I forgot to... What do you mean Scouts Batman? Who's Scouts Batman?
I assume some billionaire somewhere.
I don't know what he wants me to do here. I don't want to read. Right, let's have a look. Right. Oh yeah, he wants to find out about Catwoman. Right, new criminal on the scene, tied to several recent break-ins. She's effective and doesn't leave many clues behind. I feel like he's written this.
Yeah.
He's going, she's effective. She's effective. I find her sexually attractive.
She scratched me in the face.
She scratched me in the face. And I claimed to Vicky Vale it was lipstick. Here we go. There at the end, I wish I knew more about her. He definitely wants to swipe right on Tinder for that one.
Yeah.
Not much to find, apparently.
Oh.
A few burglaries, break-ins.
I think Bruce is thinking of a certain way you can find out a little bit more about her.
A thing or two from her. You
With
can't
his
step
penis.
outside without it ending up in the news lately. As Bruce or Batman.
It's not penis, it's bat penis. Come on.
You have to admit you've been drawing a lot of attention to yourself, and not the playboy billionaire buys new yacht kind
He looks like a little boy.
I don't mean to beat a dead argument, but
No one's going to figure it
Harvey
out.
Dent is taller than him.
Miss Vale
He's
noticed
not a very
your
tall
injuries, so
Batman.
did Mr. Dent.
Isn't he?
If they put it together with the
what we
incident
class
at
him
the
as a tall
mayor's
Batman?
office,
Are
it would
Are
undo
you sure you're
all
not?
the long nights and
Because he's got the ears, hasn't he?
So Ben Affleck's been the tallest Batman.
You're in the spotlight more than ever.
See that? We're learning on this,
You
aren't we?
have to be careful.
Right. I think this city needs
I
me.
have a job to do, okay? A responsibility to this city. You know why I do this.
For the car, I presume.
Well, the car helps.
God's
yes, you
sakes!
drive that
He's
thing
just
like a bat
constantly
out of
just
hell.
going, shut up.
Yeah, it's
Don't
basically
worry.
his dad, isn't it?
It's all-
I
it's our
would have
gift
fired
and our
Alfred.
curse. One more
If-
worry for the list.
If this was my...
Who else is going to stay in? The game's about taking stuff and interacting with the world around you.
But it can happen. I would be happier.
Stop staring at his cuticles. Alfred has lovely cuticles. You don't need to stare at his cuticles constantly.
How long... Do you feel like this is awkward if I'm just...
Yeah, it's really awkward. It's just like... Did you get hit on the head before? Is that what's happened?
Well, I mean, he does get hit a lot, so...
Exactly. So push, take the card. Take the card.
Okay. It's been suitably long enough now, hasn't it?
Got a few creases in that old tuxedo, isn't it?
Oh, of course it has. He's Batman.
No, Alfred's.
I
Park,
thought I
6
saw
a.m.
Oz.
Oz.
What,
That's the name of my
20
cat,
years?
that.
Last time I saw him,
Yeah.
If I got one of those in real life, I'd be
You
like...
two were thick as thieves.
He's,
Oswald,
at 6
however,
p.m,
took that
my
role
cat just
more
wants me to
literally than
watch
you.
him piss on a bush.
dishonorable discharge, illegal boxing
Oh,
matches,
that's the
arms
penguin.
dealing, prison stints.
See that? I know
It's
things.
a criminal grandson.
I know stuff about
If I'm
Batman, mate.
using the expression correctly.
Because I'm basically
Fortunately,
him.
you are.
Oswald claimed he only wanted to catch up, but his behaviour following his family's collapse is troubling.
Awful name,
He's
that, innit?
returning
Oswald.
now.
Oswald Cobblepot.
Haven't the faintest idea.
I'll give him a
Just wants
chance.
to reconnect. Criminal record or not, he's.
I don't
an
think he
old
wants
friend.
to reconnect.
A lot
If I had
can change
a
over
criminal
the years.
record and
If I
I
remember
was
correctly,
childhood friends with a
Oswald was fond of
billionaire,
the old
I would definitely
firecrackers in the toilet
want
truck.
money.
What's the Cobblepot's
I
meant to
worry
be
what he's
child
graduated
friends with
to.
Yeah,
recently.
there you
Even
go.
though you and young Master Cobblepot used to be close, I'd advise you to be cautious. But I know you can't abandon a good mystery until it's
He's
solved.
trying to be
I'll be
cautious.
careful, Alfred.
When you see what's become of his park, I think you will.
Right, so I've got to go to the park now. Is it going to make me go to the park?
At like 6 a.m.
It better not make me go to the park.
Go for a run. Sorry, a back run.
Yeah, has this made me go to... Again, why does it need for me to do this?
It's a game.
But is it a game? Is this a game? If it's like, if it's making me pick up business cards, and
I mean, it's a game if you pick up business cards, but maybe not if you're just staring at like Alfred's like midriff.
well, it's a good midriff.
Is that bulge in your pocket, Alfred, or are you just pleased to hand me a business card?
Again, well, right, at least this feels like a dangerous place for a billionaire to be.
Yes.
Do you think that's the point?
I'm not sure. You'd think you'd go with like bodyguards.
You'd think he'd have at least brought Alfred with him, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, what's that say? Running late, meet you at the statue.
There's the statue, but no Oz.
We've all had friends who are always running late on us, haven't we?
Yeah, me.
Is this your way of saying that you're a supervillain? Although, in my opinion, the Penguin's the worst of the supervillains.
Why?
Well, what's he do? What does Penguin do?
He likes birds.
Well, there you go. That's not a supervillain power, is it?
Watch wallet cash.
I knew.
This
like
goes through you.
Like, I could have wrote this. I knew that was
You
going
heard
to
him,
happen.
man. The hell are you waiting for?
Let's walk away.
Huh?
You're making a mistake.
You already made.
He should just go, I am Batman. Can you fuck off?
Kills you. And
Again, let's make this as awkward as possible.
Gentlemen.
Oz.
Keep walking.
He does not look anything like the Penguin.
You twerp.
You see, that's where you're mistaken. My old mate and I have some catching up to do.
Is he British?
Come here.
The Penguin. Because I remember him being played by Danny DeVito.
Yeah. But how did you just get? Oh, you didn't swerve it. Yeah, you just got punched in the face, mate.
You know what, right?
Hey, do something. Do something.
I'm doing it. If I
used to be a nice place.
If I saw my mate get his head caved in on a statue, I wouldn't just keep going. Like, why have they not run away? Like, that looks like that really hurts.
This is my park. Mine. You hear that?
Why does he live in a park?
He doesn't live in a park. He just owns the park.
Oh, hey, Bruce.
Now, if you listened to Alfred, you'd know. I'm listening.
Good
Right,
as new.
let's see what happens here.
Woo! That was the right little scrap, eh? Nothing kickstarts the system like a dash of adrenaline, eh?
I'm gonna belittle him by saying I had it handled.
Don't say that.
Hey, I could have handled that myself.
You mean a knife handle in the back? Because that's what would have happened, mate. No offense.
Yeah, right.
He is Batman. I don't think so.
Yeah, but he's got a mate trying to help him out.
And you know
He's
what?
got a soul
I haven't
patch.
been mugged once that entire
They gave Penguin a soul patch.
An odd version of
That wasn't
Penguin.
why I brought you here, mate.
He
Right
looks
now,
like Jack
I'm
Black.
trying to recognise the little Bruce
Like Jack
I used to run around
No,
this
he's
place
a person with a soul patch.
back when it wasn't, you know,
Fred Durst.
like this.
Fred Durst.
This park
He doesn't really look Fred
used to
Durst,
mean
do you?
something.
Well,
A place
name
that was
someone with
safe
a soul
for
patch.
He looks like the guy from The Pianist.
families.
What's he called?
There you go.
Came from all over to visit. Oh, Mum and Dad,
I'm
they
gonna
put so
belittle
much
your
work
part
in
now.
it.
This
This
place,
place is a wreck.
It's better off bulldozed.
Oh wow.
What do you
Still
mean better
next
off?
to me.
That was
It's all
harsh.
my folks left behind.
Adrian Brody. He looks like Adrian Brody.
This
Good
city
actor.
He's a very good actor.
chews right through people.
I would definitely be like,
Committed
you know
to
what,
art.
Oswald? Why don't I take you back to
Ended
Wayne
it
Manor
yourself, you did.
and get you out of these
family's fortune.
what look like clothes that stink of piss?
I know, Alfred.
Wash your face.
It's funny, huh? Same place that ground my family to dust. Gave you the good life.
Oh, that sounds like
Used to
that
run in the
sounds
same
like
circles we
it's
do.
gonna go bad.
Hobnobbing parties.
I'm gonna
round-the-world
say that's how
vacations,
things are.
unlimited potential.
Well, that's
That's
just the way it
how
goes
things
sometimes.
are.
It's out of our control.
Well, obviously,
It's a
you don't have to be a dick about it.
He's just said it. Yeah, you don't have to be a dick about
When
it.
I saw you at the party last night, I thought, Bruce Wayne. Hasn't changed a bit. Maybe I was wrong. Shouldn't have been a surprise when I saw you with Carmine Falcone. Made himself right at home. That oily.
I'm going to say that's just
Wish I could have punched
politics.
that grin into the back of his throat.
Be like, yeah, he was at my house. You
Politics,
weren't.
Oz. That's how the game is played.
I thought you had more integrity than that.
Oof. I like this Oswald Cockpot. He's a good man.
You're already saying that because he's basically slagging me off.
All he needs is a little push. And
You're just beating up two like poor people, and you've got billionaires
It'd be a
just gone to a
treat to
party
watch him
beating
in
the shit
paper.
out of two poor guys who are homeless, probably.
Yeah, but they did try and mug him, so.
This reunion got a lot more grim than I planned. Things are going to be on the upswing soon, no? A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door.
Again, this sounds
And
like
I'm
I'm going to have to deal with him again at a later date.
Yeah, because he becomes a penguin.
Which brings me.
Yeah, well, I know that. But Bruce should also be like.
Rock in any direction. You break
This
it
must be
down
very
way
early
in
on
the
in
prices
like
up.
Batman's career.
Must
The
be.
rich and powerful.
Like,
It's like Rob Pattinson era.
List.
Pattinson.
like
My
Harvey's
revolution's
got both sides of his head.
windows and cross off names all the way down.
I'm going to belittle him again.
It's not going to be pretty.
You
It's
won't
gonna
win
be
that
beautiful.
battle.
That's a battle you won't win, Oz.
No. Oh, I've learned a thing or three since we were kids. I've got great affection for you, Bruce. I really do. Which is why I'm warning you. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Make sure I'm on the right side.
Good seeing you, Bruce.
I'm glad that he stayed
I got
quiet
some
then,
work to
because I was going to stay quiet and make
Cheers.
it awkward. Again, it's weird that he's just kind of leaving him in this park.
You kind of just alienated your friend, mate.
Well, I'm the Batman, aren't I? Press conference for new hospital. Right, I've got to go to a press conference.
Okay.
Do you know what, right? When I was a kid, when you used to
You
play
used to go to press
Batman games...
conferences.
Yeah, no, like, you know, when I was a kid, you were like, where are games going to go? Where can they possibly go from here? And now I'm here, it's making me pick up tickets and go to press conferences.
It was a business card. They can look at your butler's cuticles.
What's
Inspect your butler's cuticles.
What's a business card if not just a business ticket?
I suppose.
Right. Save Martha! Imagine if that weren't Bruce.
Mr. Wayne, over here. Right here.
This way.
Right, again, I'm just going to try and show up Harvey.
Well, good morning. Enough photos.
Oh, okay. Pretty sure you have enough photos, guys.
Of Bruce
God, he
Wayne?
is a knob.
Morning, Mr. Dent.
Hey, Bruce, you mind if we swap cars? I mean, mine isn't fast and the paint's rusting off, but
Oh,
boy, does she have charm.
Let me belittle you.
We didn't bring you all out here to discuss
Oh,
cars,
I was
honestly.
hoping I could reply to that.
We're here about
My
Arkham
God.
Asylum.
I'd have
Ever
said
since
something
it
along the
opened
lines
its doors,
of
Arkham has been a breeding ground
I'm
for
not
the
going to swap
criminally
my
insane.
car for your bike. Alfred
Its
needs to
methods for
talk.
rehabilitation
Yeah,
prove
look shocked by
that
that.
I'm
security,
going to be
left.
texting. I'm going to be
Worse still,
texting
those who
while
do
this
get
is going on.
or God forbid escape are even
At
more
press
dangerous than
conference.
before they went in.
Call me
Arkham
ASAP.
Asylum is a cancer on
Got
Gotham.
it, will do.
But today,
Oh,
a sizable contribution from this man here. We break ground on a state-of-the-art mental health care facility. One that will improve the
So is this
well-being
gonna be
of Gotham
Arkham
and
then,
its citizens
presumably?
for years to
Well,
come.
you could say so, but
Mr.
no,
Wayne has a few words he'd like to say. Bruce?
a few. Okay, right. What am I going to say? Crime
I'm
is
here
rampant.
today because I want to heal Gotham. To stop the culture of crime that's running our streets.
I should
You know,
have
when I
stayed
was
quiet there.
9
Now I
years
look
old,
back on it, I should
my
have
parents
just.
took me
I
to
didn't
see a
go up
movie
to the stand and be like,
in a mask.
It seems very.
He was a hero.
You basically seem to be
who
a
stood up
Batman,
to
and Bruce
oppression
Wayne is going to
and
give himself
defended
away
people
by
from
just like,
injustice.
are you
No matter
Batman?
what.
Because like,
That
he's
night,
speaking a lot like how we expect
My
Batman.
parents-
he's silent,
the
and he's
ultimate
silent beats people up, you're
defending
silent
me
with
from
bloodstains on your collar, like, you know. It's,
I don't think anyone is any closer to thinking that
We
he's
needed the
Batman.
kind of help this new facility
They think he's an
will
idiot.
provide.
Because Batman's the world's greatest detective, isn't he?
sort of.
Right. I'm going to stay quiet now. I'm going to see how long I can draw this out for. It's so awkward.
Jesus Christ.
So awkward.
Today, on the anniversary of that fateful
Cheers,
night,
Harvey.
we dedicate this facility to Thomas and Martha Wayne and usher in a new era of healing for Gotham.
I'm, sure you all have plenty of questions about the new hospital, so...
Oh, brilliant! I
You
love
first,
it
Miss
there.
Vale.
Thank you.
So what do you mean?
With the opening of this
Vicky
new
Vale,
hospital,
hello, yes.
what does this mean for Arkham Asylum? What happens to the old building? I know this is a sensitive subject, Mr. Wayne. I withdraw my question.
I can't stand
All right, who's up next?
how awkward it is.
Did you choose purple because Vicky Vale likes purple? Is that why you chose purple?
I did
My
not.
sources say you welcomed
What?
alleged mob boss Carmine Falcone into your home. You even spoke with him behind closed doors.
It's a freak.
I'm going to put he was Harvey's guest.
Harvey is the one who invited him. Personally, I would never welcome that man into my home. Anyone else have a question?
He really
Please keep your
hates
questions
me
on top.
right now.
We're here about the hospital, remember?
I'm going to read the text in front of him. Urgent.
Mr. Wayne, this morning the Globe received evidence of an offshore bank account managed by Carmine Falcone and your father, Thomas Wayne.
What exactly are you implying?
Transactions connected to organized crime going back years and continuing to this day. The paper trail ties your family directly to the mob. Care to comment?
I doubt your evidence.
I don't.
How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare
I
you?
just finished telling you about my parents' murder and you accuse them of being, what, criminals? Have some decency.
Mr. Wayne, is all your money dirty?
Is the Wayne family legacy built on lies?
Did you know about this, Bruce?
How long has your family been dealing with Falcone?
Could the allegations be true?
What aren't you telling us?
Does the mob sign Wayne Enterprises paychecks?
Just stage one, step the microphone.
Mr. Wayne!
How long has your family been dealing with Falcone?
Could the allegations be true?
Oh,
So what do you think of this game so
Did
far?
you know about this,
I'm
Bruce?
What are you
loving
telling us?
how awkward I've managed to make Bruce Wayne.
You've literally destroyed
Everyone,
two
please
Bruce
settle
Wayne
down.
friendships
I'll be fielding your
in the
questions from
space
here
of
on out.
53 minutes.
Please,
Wait,
let's try to keep this
why, which ones
civilized.
have I read? Oh,
Oswald Copperpot.
and Harvey Dent.
Harvey Dent, yeah.
I said he's a criminal.
So who's inside the manor?
I think it's just said the police.
Police, oh god. So they're gonna find,
Do you feel like I'm worthy of the cowl?
no.
Ah!
Oh dear.
Hey, careful! Put it back.
I'm afraid we can't, Mr. Wayne.
Says who?
This warrant. It's not personal. I had the boys turn the lights off, keep a low profile.
And be quiet.
Yeah, you would be quiet. It's please, you've got the wrong right.
Hopefully we can do our job and be out of here ASAP.
Alfred, keep an eye on them. Make sure they only take what they have to.
Of course, sir.
I'm going to make Bruce look as guilty as possible.
Yep.
I'm going to ruin his friendship with Jim Gordon now.
We only want files related to Wayne Enterprises. The warrant covers your place, pardon me, places of residence, and any companies you own. Your holdings are extensive.
I'm going to say, what do you
No,
expect?
you authorise this. You're a detective.
Who
Find some stuff
authorized
out.
this?
Yeah, but
I know you and the DA are buddy-buddy, but this one came from the top.
Came from the
It's a
top.
valid warrant. I gotta serve it. Mayor Hill signed off on this himself.
Of course he did.
As long as he's mayor, he calls the
Mayor's
shots.
corrupt.
I'm friends with the DA.
DA is going to hear about this.
Unless Harvey becomes mayor, there's not much he can do. Can't smile this thing to death. I don't know
Oh,
how
that
your
was
neck
David.
ended up on Mayor Hill's
Harsh
shopping
little-
block, but here we are.
Hill
Everyone's
knows
real
if I
sassy
go
in
down,
this.
Harvey's campaign
So for
goes
you,
down
it's
too.
quiet.
That'd be a real shame.
Well,
Mr. Dent's
I'd
the
like
only
to think
DA
that
I
I
ever trusted to make a
say,
conviction stick.
when I do say things,
As
it's
mayor,
more
I think he
important
can
than...
finally turn things around for us.
For all our sakes, I pray you've got nothing to hide.
So what do you think of the graphics?
Well, I mean, they're like comic book type graphics, aren't they? And I think they kind of perfected them like 10 years ago.
Okay.
So, again, why am I having to pick up a photo?
Because your butler's not around.
Well, he should be around. In fact,
You told him to keep an eye on it.
Yeah, but again, no, right, as part of a
game, and you need to do stuff to move the plot along.
I just want him to stare at it. But yeah, they perfected these type of graphics like 10 years. A game that's made like this, it looks impressive, but like, what are you gonna do now?
Pick up the photo.
No, I didn't mean me. I meant them as a company.
More Batman. Oh no.
It's a picture of his mum and dad.
Yeah, that's himself.
Bruce, stay back!
Take whatever you want.
Do you think it's weird to have like a picture of your dead family like 30 years after? Or to be like thinking about it like 30 years later just because the photo frame got knocked on the floor?
It's a bit odd that Bruce Wayne didn't have extensive counselling.
Yeah.
Because he's clearly a man suffering from PTSD.
Yeah, this game should have definitely not been made if he'd have gone to like CAT and CBT.
I didn't mean to interrupt, but...
You keep showing up uninvited.
Yeah.
This is the second time you've shown up uninvited.
Well, it's difficult
Is he
to book a
friends with
meeting
her
with you.
in the comic?
Well, I enjoy my
Is
privacy.
he friends with her?
Enjoy.
Batman 1989.
Past tense.
Oh.
Kim Bessinger.
Sorry.
Bessinger.
If the press
Well,
has
let's
their way,
ruin this one
you're
now.
not going to have any for a while.
He's a potential love interest. She's a potential love interest. They're both potential love interests of each other.
Listen, Bruce.
I mean,
a scandal
she's
surrounding a
good
beloved
looking.
family like yours captures the public's attention. I can help you get the right kind of attention.
Right, let's sort this
Through my
out.
connections at the Gazette, I have all kinds of access. I can dig up whatever you need to fight this.
What's your angle?
Not all reporters just want a headline. Some of us are old-fashioned. I still want the truth. The Gazette received this supposed evidence like every other media outlet, and it's all hearsay. Flimsy sources. There isn't a shred of hard proof.
Still, allegations like
That's
this
good to know, innit?
don't magically
That's good to
appear.
know.
Someone is going after my family, after me.
Well, yeah, after
Obviously,
you,
the
because
sender
you don't
didn't
have no
identify
family.
themselves. We have no idea
True,
who it could
true
be.
though, isn't it?
I mean, no one's even done their due diligence on this yet. The press saw the fumble, they grabbed the ball and ran.
Right,
Not every
stay
day you get to
quiet.
go after a Wayne. By tonight,
I like the fact-
this scandal
'cause he
will
doesn't
be
have Harvey
broadcast
to
to
save
every
him now.
screen in Gotham. Everyone will be talking about it.
This isn't my first pass through the rumor mill. I know the damage it can do.
I wonder what the first rumour was.
Then go on the record. Right here, right now.
Come on then.
And stop it. You need to get out ahead of this. Your side is what matters.
Give a quote.
Not
Let's
wild
give a quote.
speculation.
On the
And I'm
record.
going to give the worst quote, or stay
Whenever
quiet.
you're ready. You gotta help yourself out here, Mr. Wayne. Otherwise, people are gonna fill in the blanks, and it won't be in your favor.
People are going to fill in the blanks. Wow,
You're
that
gonna
was
beat
awkward.
this, Bruce.
That was really
The
awkward.
Waynes always come out on top.
Goodbye, Miss Rose.
That's his quote.
That was brilliant.
I hate to admit it, but everyone smells smoke. A fire is heading this way.
Batman has made plenty of enemies, but
This is when I need you to be sassy,
we've
Alfred.
done nothing but support
And yet,
Gotham,
now
even
you're
in
not
its
being
darkest
sassy.
days.
All this on the anniversary of your parents'
It's not a coincidence. Harvey's the district attorney. He should have told me this was coming.
Then find out why he didn't.
Because I pissed him off so
Several times you showed him in public.
it's pretty obvious. Right, I feel like that's a pretty good point to end this one at.
So how do you feel about how things have gone so far in the first hour of Bruce Wayne's career?
I have really enjoyed playing it. Would you be up for doing a second one?
I'd be more than I want to see how much you destroy Bruce Wayne's life. I think you're going to go all the way with this one. So how would you rate this game so far?
I think that this is so far. I'd say it's a good game.
A good game, yeah.
Apart from all the boring shit it keeps on making me do.
What, being an investigator and a detective like Bruce Wayne's meant to be?
Yes, like that.
Private Eye.
Right.
So that's that then. Done.